Hello friends, it's Dave here from SaveDex, and today I am bringing you 3 mini reviews of games available to buy on the Nintendo Switch's eShop. I don't think I could say enough about each game to get a full review without a lot of padding, so I have grouped them together in one video. If you have suggestions for any eShop games that are on the smaller side, then let me know in the comments down below, and maybe I can make more of these in the future. So hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with us. And just because I say smaller side, I don't mean you'll be done with these games in about 5 minutes or anything like that, just that the overall concepts are simple to understand, but I think all 3 of these games do have plenty of lifespan in them. So let's start with the one that I think is the more complex of the 3, and that first game is Super Mutant Alien Assault. Every time I see that name, I always want the 4th word to be turtles. What a spin-off that would be. It describes itself as the Citizen Kane of Super Crate Box clones. Being a huge fan of Super Crate Box, that was enough to get my attention. By the way, link to my Super Crate Box review is in the description. But looking at the game itself, I feel they are doing themselves a disservice by calling this game a clone. It plays differently enough to Super Crate Box that I wouldn't call it a clone at all. You are on a spaceship as humanity is fleeing a doomed Earth, playing as a robot going from room to room to take out aliens. Whereas Super Crate Box was a high score game about collecting crates, this is about killing all of the aliens to pass the room. At the top of the screen there is a bar, and this can vary to what its purpose is. It can fill up over time and you just need to survive the time limit, then clear the screen of baddies to move on to the next stage. Some stages have items that need transporting from one side to the other, transport the set number before you can progress, or it can serve as a health bar for a boss. You are given guns to fight enemies with. They can range from shotguns to rocket launchers to even this weird pogo stick thing. Each gun has limited ammo, so be careful. But the weapon dispenser will continuously give you new weapons, but you do need to wait for it to load one, and it is random which one it will give you. You can also find dispensers that can give you bombs or grenades, and some that can give you health. Press R to use a gun, and L to use your explosive. You can also earn other moves as you play, special abilities such as dashing and double jumping. This is a roguelike game, so each time you start a new run it is randomly generated, so the room layouts, enemies, weapons and objectives are different every time. You can earn permanent upgrades too, such as being able to start a run with a sidearm, which is a weapon with infinite ammo that you use when your main gun runs out, but they are weaker, although this weird pink disc boomerang thing is pretty cool. Graphically the game looks amazing with some great colours that pop out, and the music I've found to be hit and miss. Some background music is a tad annoying. There is co-op mode as well, which works really well, and overall it is a really fun and addictive game. Whenever I failed on a run, I just couldn't resist jumping back into it and trying again. For £7.99, $9.99 or €8.99, this is a really good price and I think you will get your money's worth. They seriously shouldn't be labelling this as a clone of Super Crate Box, as it offers such a different experience and can proudly sit alongside its inspiration. So let's see more of this in the future, hopefully with a cameo from some certain heroes in the half shell. The next game is Windjammers, a game from the Neo Geo days, and just the look and sound of it screams the 90s to me. You and your opponent take to the court and play extreme frisbee. Mechanically the game reminds me of Pong or air hockey, where your objective is to get the frisbee past your opponent into the goal behind them, whilst preventing it from getting past you. You quite simply press A and A direction to throw the frisbee. Pressing it when you don't have the frisbee lets you dash to help you catch it in time. Pressing B throws the frisbee upwards towards your opponent. When the frisbee is airborne and you are underneath it, you can charge up a special move which is faster and more powerful, so it's easier to score. It's very simple to get into and a lot of fun to play. The goals are marked as zones, some zones being worth more points than others, so you can strategise where to ricochet that disc off the sides to fool your opponent and hit the 5-point zones. As a multiplayer, this game is a lot of fun. Even in single player, going through the arcade mode can get challenging as you progress, but I enjoyed it immensely. There are some problems I have with the game however. Firstly, each match you have has to have a time limit. The highest you can set it to is 99 seconds. Seeing that you can also set up a maximum score as well, first to 25 is the highest you can set it to. Once you get good at the game and are able to get long rallies going, you're not able to get a decent length match. It is really annoying that you can't turn the timer off, as there really isn't a reason for there to be a time limit when there is a set score to reach. There are also 2 bonus games included. One is where you throw a frisbee to a dog and you control the dog to catch it, not something you would come back to really. And the other one got me excited at first, but then got me angry. It's a bowling minigame. That sounds amazing for a game like this and could work so well, but what is the problem here? The time limit. You get 40 seconds here, which makes no sense at all. They have a scorecard at the top marking 10 frames as well, like you would in regular bowling, even though I don't think it's possible to even see 10 frames here unless you just throw the disc really quickly and get a strike every time. That really is a shame, but it is just a bonus mode after all. The core gameplay, especially in multiplayer, is fantastic and well worth your time. There is online, but I couldn't find any matches in it, so I can't really talk about that. It's priced at £13.49, $14.99 or €14.99, which I think is a bit high for the amount of content on offer, but when it goes on sale it is definitely worth a look, especially when you have people to play with. And apparently there is a sequel on the way, so hopefully this sequel will let you turn off the time limit and just add a lot more things to do in it. That would be amazing. And the final game is called #racedierun. This is a game I got for free when Cubic Games did their promotion before Christmas. I've recently played a lot of Fast RMX, and on the surface this game looks similar, but it does play differently. Instead of racing against opponents, you are simply tasked with reaching the end of the stage. Your futuristic hovering car moves automatically, but holding the A button gives you a boost, which I found myself permanently holding. You can also press L and R to do a sideways dodge too. The objective is to beat each track at the fastest time possible, but the sheer amount of obstacles this game throws at you makes this difficult. They can be just simple hazards sitting there innocently, but some of them are moving, such as these walls that pop up and down. They are on a fixed schedule, so every single attempt is the same, so it does come down to memorisation over anything else. Obviously for the moving obstacles, their actions are dependent on the time, not you. But if you are permanently boosting, then you'll find that they do behave the same each time, but slowing down will throw everything off. It's not just beating the stage that counts though, although a lot of people might want to just leave it at that. Each stage has 4 objectives. 1 for collecting the green capsule hidden on each stage, 1 for using your boost the entire time, 1 for achieving an SS rank, and 1 for not using the L and R dodges at all. Luckily, you don't have to get all 4 at the same time. The game costs £8.99, $9.99 and €9.99. For this you are getting 60 main levels as well as 15 secret levels, and it is the type of game that is very easy to pick up and play, but you can spend such a long time on the stage retrying it over and over until you beat it. After playing so much of Fast RMX lately, this game doesn't seem all that fast to me, but that's just by comparison. I really like the look of this game. The neon colours got me transfixed and I could easily get lost in it as I kept trying the same stages over and over again. Oh, and having the B button give you an instant retry, what a stroke of genius. Definitely recommend this one. This game is just perfect for handheld play. Although I do find it strange that in the stats section, your playtime is told as a decimal. It's like the Springfield branch of Mensa created this game and are making us use metric time. So, those were 3 games I've been playing lately, and my overall thoughts on each one. Have you tried these out? Let me know in the comments, as well as any suggestions for future games I should look out, and make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to join the party and see more in the future. Thank you so much for watching, we'll see you in the next one.